Well, Charbay, when we run our still, it's a copper alembic pot still. It's not a column still, and there's a huge difference between column stills and alembic pot stills. It's not as easy to run a alembic still as a column still. Columns are more designed to be set, and you get a desired proof coming out, and that's great. But I think for our purposes and what we like to do, the alembic cognac still is fabulous because, again, it gives us the ability to create the body, and then it gives us the opportunity to fill that body with flavor and make the final product. And that is a huge difference. And it gives you as a distiller the ability to really create the body of the distillate on the first run, and then on the second time through, take the best part of the flavor of the entire run as your finished product. It's super slow. It's not as efficient as a column still, and it's an art form. And to run it properly, you've got to know what you have to know what you're looking for. Once you start running a still for years and years and years and years, you start creating your own style and profile of distillation. It's all, it's all by feel, and that's it's not easy to do. You got to pay attention. And my dad taught me to be running 24 hours a day, and so sometimes you sleep like 3 hours a day. And you keep running, and the days go on, and a run takes, if you don't stop, 10 days straight, 24 hours a day, and it gets a little crazy. I often think about different types of stills and creating our own beast, so to speak, our own style of still. But at the same time, there's no comparison between a cognac still, a true alembic pot still, and a column still, because you're not going to develop the body as in a column still as you will in a pot still, in a true alembic pot still. So I think about it when it's the 10th day, 11th day, or 12th day of running straight, and it's like, geez, I could have been done with this like 8 days ago. But it's what we do, and when it's all said and done and we shut down and you put the product in the barrel, it's just, wow, so worth it. I've been around it since I was 10, and it is part of the family. We in Mendocino County, we have an amazing amount of water, tons of water, plenty of water, and it's delicious water. It's super clean. It's from a well system that we then process and get down to ridiculously clean numbers, like 3 parts per million dissolved solids, which is ridiculously clean, and it still maintains the body of the water, which is super important. So you can use any water you want, but using the best water, the cleanest water possible, really gives you the opportunity to add to the character, actually, of the final spirit when you're cutting down from higher proof down to bottle strength. So the water here it's ridiculously clean. It's amazing. The barrels that we use are fantastic. We use a blend of new oak barrels that give off the classic new oak flavors, and used oak, which has been, we have friends in the wine industry that, once they use their barrels for Chardonnay for 2 or 3 vintages, it's considered neutral in the wine industry, and because that 13% alcohol can't really pull out any other flavor anymore, and all the big tannins have been sucked out from the wine, so the barrels, they want to get rid of them. So what's left? All the color and all the flavor of the barrel is ready for us.
There's your background. There's what 300-400 barrels are sitting there or more. Every single one of them is different. Every single one of them is different. So when a blend is made, you're choosing what you feel like to do it in again. They have style and quality as far as technology and techniques is concerned. But they're different. They're different characters.
When we do use new oak, it's a whole nother style of distillation. It's a whole nother set of cuts because you need to, as a distiller, figure out, okay, what am I going to do with this product? Are we going to barrel age it for 2 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years, 28 years? And what's the final, what is the final purpose of this spirit? You just have to wait, and it changes and evolves, and when it's right, you pull it. You find that time where it's balanced between the oak and the flavors of whatever distillate it is that you're tasting. We lose at least 3 to 4% of the entire volume per barrel a year. So you do the math on that for 28 years, and it's definitely not the economic highway to success, but it turns into art, and that is really what we're doing. One still and one distiller, and so we put that on the label, and it's true. Dad helps once in a while when I'm bottling. I need help if the still's running, but other than that, there's nobody else. And it is a style that I have created through time and experience of running the still, and this is my style. I like to focus on finish.
Essential.
I like to focus on flavor. So that when you taste it and smell it in the beginning, you taste a set of flavors, and then as the experience evolves, you have a finish, and it lasts a long time, and it's smooth, and people are kind of amazed when they're trying products that are barrel samples that are 146 proof. It doesn't taste like 146 proof, and that's because of the style that I grew up with, learning from my dad.
That's the style, that's the art of distillations.
Dad
Good quality
product.
product.
Than I do, but that's okay.
Yeah, Marko cleans them up, and here I like them dirty. I like them much more powerful, and here it's a battle royale again. And
blend them both together. Yeah. It's great.
Stainless is boring. A lot of concept, that's classic traditional concept of the world, was to create the brand's level. So boring to drink same old thing all the time, every Wednesday or every Christmas or New Year's. Difference is the name of the game. And we know that specifically indeed because this society of ours, we live in the future. Past doesn't exist. Presence is already gone, and we are already in tomorrow, and that means change, so don't give me stamping cookies. Yeah. Oddly enough, that is most probably one of the fundamental shifts which I developed by leaving Europe, an old continent. Over there, they're still doing. Yeah. That's changing that fast because of influence of the new world.